Two people, same office, same salary, same starting line. By 40, one of them is completely free. The other is completely trapped. The gap between them isn't talent. It's not luck. It's not connections or family money. It's a $200 decision made in the very first week of their careers. Most people believe your 20s are for making mistakes. Spend now, save later. Catch up when you earn more. That idea sounds reasonable. It's also how you end up at 40 with a high salary, zero options, and a permanent knot in your stomach. According to the Federal Reserve's most recent survey of consumer finances, the median American between ages 35 and 44 has less than $40,000 in retirement savings. Not because they earned too little, because of what happened in the decade before. We're going to follow two people across 18 years. You'll see the exact moments where everything splits. You'll see how small, completely normal choices become enormous financial consequences. Pay close attention to what happens at age 28. A single email from a landlord changes the entire game for both of them. Let's start at age 22. Meet Alex and Ben. Same job, same paycheck. $55,000 a year. Neither of them has ever seen this much money hit their bank account before. Here's the important part. Alex is not reckless. He's not irresponsible. He's just doing what every person around him is doing. Alex's path, the normal route. Alex feels like he's finally made it. His old college car runs fine, but after years of scraping by, a new car feels earned. He walks into a dealership and signs a loan. $450 a month for 6 years. He gets a nice apartment. When his company sends an email about signing up for a 401k retirement plan, Alex skips it. He thinks, retirement is 40 years away. I need my money now. That is not stupidity. That's how most people think. Ben's path, the structured route. Ben wants to enjoy his life too. He goes out on weekends. He buys new shoes. But before he spends anything, he builds one simple rule. He keeps his old car. He signs up for his company's 401k because the company matches contributions up to 3%. That match is free money added to his paycheck every month. Research from Vanguard shows that roughly 1 in 4 employees never claim their full employer match. They're leaving part of their salary on the table every single year. Ben also opens a Roth IRA and sets a separate automatic transfer of $100 a month into a low-cost stock index fund. He doesn't have to remember to do it. The money moves before he ever sees it. The shock moment. Here's what Alex can't see yet. That car loan is not just $450 a month. It's shrinking in value every single day while he pays interest on top. Cars lose roughly 15 to 25% of their value in the first year alone. Ben's index fund is doing the opposite. Every $200 buys small pieces of hundreds of companies. While Ben is asleep, those companies are working. Milestone scorecard, age 25. At age 25, both Alex and Ben earn the same monthly salary of $4,580, but their financial habits lead them in completely different directions. Alex, the consumer, spends $450 a month on a car payment and saves nothing, leaving him with a net worth of negative $12,000 in debt. Ben, the builder, avoids car payments, automatically saves $200 each month, and has built a positive net worth of $18,500 in assets. At 25, Alex still looks like he's winning on the outside. Nicer car, better clothes. Ben looks ordinary. But something invisible is already compounding underneath the surface. Now watch what happens when they both get a raise. This is exactly where most people fall into the same trap without realizing it. Both Alex and Ben get promoted. Salary jumps to $75,000, an extra $1,200 a month. Alex upgrades. Bigger apartment, new SUV, better restaurants, more subscriptions. His lifestyle looks like success. His bank balance doesn't move. He carries a credit card balance at 24% interest. The number feels small. It doesn't stay small. Ben celebrates, then automates. Books a trip to Europe. Buys a couch he actually likes. Then raises his automatic investment contribution from $200 to $600 a month. Because it's automated, he never feels it leave. Both get the same letter. Landlord is raising rent $300 a month. Alex panics. No buffer. Takes out a personal loan just to cover a deposit on a cheaper apartment. Longer commute, more stress, sleep suffers, performance dips. Ben doesn't love the news, but he has an emergency fund. He negotiates. He stays. Life continues without disruption. Same email. Completely different outcomes. Age 30 scorecard. Alex, $4,500 in credit card debt. 0 invested. Net worth, negative. Ben, 0 debt. $600 invested monthly. Net worth, $78,000. Nearly $80,000 compounding quietly. Alex is still clearing what he owes. And most financial videos stop here. They don't show you what happens when real life actually hits. Marriage, kids, a market crash. At 33, the market drops hard. Same event, 2 completely different positions. That's next. Both men are now earning $95,000, entry-level managers. Then a recession hits. The market drops 25% in a matter of months. Alex's experience, the reset. Alex bought a house at the absolute top of what the bank would approve. His mortgage is half his take-home pay. When his company cuts bonuses, he can't make the payment without it. Groceries go on the credit card. The interest compounds against him while he's already stretched thin. He's running at full speed just to stay in the same place. Ben's experience, the discount. Ben is renting a comfortable place. His used car has been paid off for years. When the market drops, Ben sees something different. Lower stock prices means his $600 a month buys more shares than it did before. He pulls $5,000 from his emergency fund and invests it while prices are down. He's not being reckless. He understands that index funds track the entire economy. The economy has always recovered. He's buying the dip on purpose. The identity shift. This is where their identities separate for good. Alex measures wealth by what people can see. The house, the car, the neighborhood. The problem with visible wealth is that it costs money every single month to maintain. Ben measures wealth by how long he could survive without a paycheck. That number grows every month, by itself. Milestone scorecard, age 35. By this stage, Alex and Ben are still earning the exact same monthly salary of $7,910, but their financial choices continue to separate them. Alex, the consumer, spends $2,400 every month on debt payments and has no investments, leaving his total net worth at just $15,000, tied up in home equity. Ben, the builder, lives without debt, steadily grows his investments, and builds an index fund portfolio worth $245,000, helping him reach a total net worth of $290,000. Nearly $300,000 for Ben. $15,000 for Alex, and that $15,000 is locked inside his house. He can't access it without selling. 5 years left, ages 36 to 40. At 38, a toxic new boss walks in and tells the entire team that weekends are now mandatory. Whoever doesn't like it can leave. Watch what happens next. Alex's path. No choice. Alex despises the new rules. He wants to be home with his kids on weekends, but he looks at his monthly bills. Mortgage, SUV payment, credit card minimums, private school tuition. If he loses this job, he loses his house in 2 months. He has no margin, so he keeps his head down. He accepts it. He works 60 hours a week. The stress affects his health. The missed weekends affect his kids. He has no leverage because he needs every single paycheck. Ben's path. Total leverage. Ben gets back to his desk after the speech. He opens his investment account. $600,000. 18 years of compounding. His money generates enough growth to cover his basic living costs without any salary at all. The next morning, Ben walks into the boss's office. He says, calmly, "I won't be working weekends. If that doesn't work, I'm happy to step down." The boss backs down. Ben didn't get lucky. He built that moment deliberately over 18 years, one automated transfer at a time. Milestone scorecard, age 40. At age 40, Alex and Ben both earn the same annual salary of $120,000, but their long-term financial decisions have produced dramatically different results. Alex, the consumer, has only $5,000 in investments and $45,000 in home equity in cash, giving him a total net worth of $50,000. Ben, the builder, consistently invested over time and now holds $820,000 in investments, along with $190,000 in home equity in cash, pushing his total net worth past $1 million at $1,010,000. Same income, 18 years, $1 million apart. Alex spent his 20s building a lifestyle that looked like wealth. He ended up with $50,000 in net worth and zero flexibility. Ben spent his 20s building a system that produced wealth. He still traveled, ate well, and enjoyed his life. He just protected his future before he spent the rest. He ended up as a millionaire with total control over his time. The money is almost secondary. What Ben actually bought was the ability to say no. Alex always planned to save. Next year, after the car, after the raise. But intentions are not architecture. His spending grew at exactly the same rate as his income. The treadmill moved faster each year. Ben didn't rely on willpower. He built a simple automated structure at 22 and let time do the rest. One index fund, one 401k match, one Roth IRA. He never had to be disciplined because the system didn't require discipline. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Your 20s are not just a starting line. They're a leverage window. A dollar invested at 22 has 40 years of compounding ahead of it. That same dollar invested at 35 has 27 years. The math changes completely. You don't need to sacrifice everything. You don't need to eat plain rice or skip every trip. You just need to build a simple gate that protects your future before the rest of your paycheck disappears. Build the system early. Let it run. Control your timeline. Building that automated system in your 20s is how you create options that most people never get. But the system only gets more powerful as the balance grows. And most people don't know how the math changes once your savings hit specific milestones. To see the exact point where your savings start working against the banks instead of for them, watch our full breakdown, Why Banks Fear People with $25,000 Saved.